managing chapters are English bound for oral communication. But why do you choose to teach in English?
Well, I've been teaching all in all for 5 years, almost 5 years. And my first job wasn't really teaching. My first job was in production. And the following year, after my production job, I taught in a different school. I had no plans teaching USD at all. I had zero plans. It's just divine providence why I ended up here. I was encouraged by a former colleague of mine to apply for USD, but actually I just tagged along because he was the one who wanted to apply for USD because he was a Damascene graduate. And then he told me just bring a resume. And I was like, no, I resigned in our former school because I wanted to finish my graduate school. I didn't want to teach anymore. But then he was like, just bring a resume. And then, okay, I brought one resume, submitted just once, had no hopes of being interviewed or had no plans of teaching in USD or teaching at all anymore. And then they called me, said for an interview. The interview went fine. I was recommended for engineering and I had the teaching demonstration, and then after a nerve-wracking teaching demonstration, after an hour I got accepted. I had no plans at all. But I decided to stay. This is my third year in USD because, specifically in engineering, because I really enjoy the students. And the faculty members, especially senior colleagues, are very supportive. And I really like the environment here. There.
As an English teacher, how do you inspire your students?
Well, actually, I did not enter as an English teacher. I entered as a literature teacher. It's easier to be able to, well, I don't really think of myself as a teacher that inspires. I just make sure that I get my job done and it's excellent, because that was how I was trained when I was still a student in a different university. I think it's easier to be able to, like, quote-unquote inspire students if you're teaching literature. But now I'm teaching oral communication because that was one of my majors when I was in college. But usually, mostly I teach literature, and I think if the students think that I inspire them, I think it's because primarily first, I make sure that I pray. As soon as I get up in the morning, I lift up to God whatever it is that I do for the entire day. It's very, very important for me. I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. And my faith goes beyond any doctrines or dogmas. And then second, I make sure that before I enter the class, I know what I need to do for the entire day. And I have everything ironed out, and I make sure that I'm very prepared. Otherwise, I'm just gonna beat myself up a bit if I don't. And third, I try to make sure that I'm going to have fun. Even if my students don't have fun, I make sure that I have fun. So I hope they do have fun as much as I do. So there. I'm not sure about being inspiring students, but I just make sure that since this is something that God has given to me, like probably a talent of teaching and then the knowledge to be able to give something to people, especially to students, then I have that responsibility to always see it my best.